Hi, I'm Lorena Iñiguez. I'm a member of Sones de Mexico Ensemble. We are a group that specializes in different styles of Mexican folk music. In particular, we play regional styles of folk music known as son. There's son jarocho, son huasteco, son ismeño, and others. We perform live concerts in theaters and festivals in many cities. We also record and distribute our music on CDs and digital downloads worldwide. Sones de Mexico Ensemble is a non-profit organization with a mission to educate audiences about this music and dance. We have brought educational programs to many school districts and art centers around the country. I've been a Mexican folk dancer all my life. Since I joined Sones de Mexico, I also play vihuela, jarana, flute, and different types of percussion. One of the units I teach is called La Danza del Sol, which means the dance of the sun. La Danza del Sol is a dance based on the myth of creation of the Mexica. The Mexica are also known as the Aztecs. It's over 500 years old, and it is still performed as a ritual by the Order of the Concheros in Mexico and by some immigrant communities in the U.S. Sones de Mexico Ensemble recorded the music for this dance in the album Fiesta Mexicana. We usually do this workshop in a large gym or a yard. We place a drum in the center, representing the sun, and we form a circle around it. We dance in a circle, moving clockwise and counterclockwise to everyone's left and right. We can usually accommodate between 12 and 50 students, sometimes more depending on the space. We can also accommodate different ages at the same time, or kids and their parents or teachers. The workshop begins with a salutation. This is a request for permission from the elements of nature to perform this dance. The Mexica believed in 4 primary elements: the earth, the wind, fire, and water. We begin by calling out to the earth and asking that it bring good energy upon us by saying, Tierra! Tierra! As we look to the west, we will call out to the wind and ask for its energy by saying, Viento! Viento! We get geographically oriented in the room by facing the 4 cardinal points: east, which is where the sun rises, and then west, south, and north. In this workshop, students not only learn the dance itself, they also learn other universal concepts. These concepts are just as relevant to 5-year-olds as they would be to adults. In La Danza del Sol, students learn 1, some history about the Mexicas and their modern descendants, and some words in the Nahuatl language, which is still spoken today by more than 1 million people. 2, motor skills, an emphasis on movement instructions to the left and to the right that are important for the development of preschool kids, and sometimes for older people too. 3, the spiritual dimension of dance. Beyond learning the technique for performing the right steps, the students will learn the connection between ritual and everyday life. In particular, I focus on the seeking of personal balance in our lives. In the spiritual world of the Mexicas, the concept of balance is very important. It is embedded in the choreography of the dance because every movement we make to the left has to be repeated to the right. As we perform the dance, we are reminded to seek a balanced life. 4, the students will learn the artistic concept of theme and variation, which is the basis of this dance. It is also the universal concept to all the arts. In the dance of the Mexicas, the theme is called a plant and the variation is called a flower. 5, last but not least, students get about 40 minutes of good aerobic exercise. By the end of the workshop, students demonstrate their understanding of these concepts by creating 1 or 2 original flowers or variations for La Danza del Sol, and also answering some questions about the information they were presented earlier. I love to share what I know about dance with others. My wish is for students to learn something that will impact their future and that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. Thank you.